Hey, I'm Matthew Moscoviak from CNET, and today we're taking a look at the Sony HT-ST7. This is a premium price soundbar system that's selling for $1,300. That's a lot of money for a soundbar, but you feel like you're getting your money's worth with the design. It looks and feels like a serious piece of equipment, with a brushed metal cabinet and a hefty 17-pound weight. It's also a sizable unit at over 42 inches long and over 5 inches high. And that height means it might end up blocking your TV's remote sensor if you place it on a tabletop. Luckily, Sony has included the ability to add IR blasters to the back, which is a nice workaround to the problem, although you do end up with more wire clutter. Hidden behind the speaker grill is a front panel display that gives you useful feedback when adjusting the volume and selecting inputs. The speaker grill itself is also removable, letting you expose the drivers for a more in-your-face style. There are 9 total drivers driven by 7 discrete amplifiers, and the low end is handled by a 100-watt wireless subwoofer, which sports a 7-inch driver and a passive radiator. The included remote is a little unusual. It has a stick-like shape with angled triangular buttons that are pretty easy to navigate by feel. Slide the bottom down and you get even more controls, including the ability to tweak the subwoofer level right on the remote. Around the back of the bar are the ports, most importantly 3 HDMI inputs. While most soundbars rely on your TV to switch between devices, Sony gives you the option to connect your devices directly to the soundbar, which means it can receive full, high-resolution soundtracks like Dolby True HD and DTS HD Master Audio. The HT-ST7 also has built-in Bluetooth with the ability to pair with NFC. Up in the convenience factor even further is the Sony's Bluetooth standby functionality, letting you wake up the soundbar simply by connecting via Bluetooth. Altogether, it makes the HT-ST7 great for casual, instant gratification listening, although some audio fidelity is lost with Bluetooth compression. It is surprising that Sony doesn't include AirPlay on this system, which doesn't suffer the same loss of audio fidelity. For this much money, it feels like you should get both. The big question with the soundbar this expensive is how it performs. And while the HT-ST7 does some things remarkably well, the sound quality wasn't as impressive as you'd want on a $1,300 system. We had resident audiophile Steve Guttenberg give the system a listen, and he was most impressed with the sense of space the Sony could create. Especially with movies, it can sound much bigger than the soundbar itself, with soundstage accuracy that isn't common on soundbars. On the other hand, the Sony doesn't have quite the same powerful impact as some other systems, with both the less expensive Harman Kardon SB16 and the JBL SB400 delivering a more visceral experience. And on music, it sounded thinner than you'd expect, especially given the price. It's not that the Sony sounds bad, but overall it doesn't sound dramatically better than less expensive solutions. So altogether, there's no denying that Sony has set a new standard with the HT-ST7 style. So it's worth considering if you've been searching for a great-looking soundbar with good sound quality and are willing to pay for it. But if you're more concerned with sound quality or value, the HT-ST7 just doesn't offer enough performance to justify its sky-high price. I'm Matthew Moscoviak, and this is the Sony HT-ST7.